All right, let's talk about the past. We spend so much time talking about what we did, but what about all the stuff we didn't do? That's what we're going to get into today, how to say no in the past, the easy way.
So you probably know how to say, I went to the store, or, she ate breakfast. Simple enough, right? But what happens when that's, well, not the truth? What if you didn't go, or she's skipped breakfast entirely? How do you say that? Well, it turns out there's a super simple trick for this.
Okay, so the secret here is all about one tiny, but honestly, super powerful word change. We're going to take those past tense sentences and flip them using what I like to call a negative helper. Yep, that's it. For almost every verb you can think of, this one little word, didn't, is your golden key. Seriously, just think of it like this. Didn't does all the heavy lifting of showing something is in the past. It's the hero of the sentence, so the other words can just relax.
So now that we've got our magic word, let's look at the one super simple formula you need to remember. I like to call this the golden rule.
And here it is. It's so simple. You just take your subject, add didn't, and then, and you really got to listen to this part, you use the base form of the verb. The original version. Oh, and by the way, didn't is just the quick way of saying did not, which is what you'll hear most of the time. This little formula is everything.
And check this out. This is the best part. This formula, it never changes. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're talking about. I, you, he, they, it's always the same. He didn't work. They didn't go. See? So simple, so consistent, you love to see it.
All right, so the rules seem super easy, right? And it is. But there's this one little trap, a really common mistake that pretty much everyone makes when they're starting out. So let's talk about it so you can avoid it.
Okay, so here's the absolute number one thing to remember. The word did in didn't already tells everyone you're talking about the past. It's like a big sign that says past tense, so you don't need to say it twice. Once didn't shows up, the main verb gets to just chill out and go back to its original simple form, its V1 form. Okay, let's look at a classic. We all know the past tense of go is went, but remember our rule? Since didn't is already doing all the work, went has to change back to go. So you would never say didn't went. No way. It's always didn't go.
And hey, this isn't just for weird verbs like go, it's for regular ones too. You'd normally say she studied, right? But when you make it negative, you gotta drop that ed ending. Why? Because didn't is already on the job. So studied goes right back to study. Simple as that. She didn't study.
This little chart here just nails it. You can really see the pattern, can't you? I saw the movie becomes I didn't see the movie. He had a great time turns into he didn't have a great time. See? It's always didn't plus that original base verb.
Okay, so I did say this rule works for almost every verb. And you know how it is with English, right? There's always got to be that one that likes to play by its own rules.
And that special exception, my friends, is the verb to be, or in the past tense, was and were. These two are kind of special. They're so strong, they don't need a helper like didn't. They can go negative all by themselves.
Believe it or not, the rule for these guys is even easier. Seriously, you just find was or were and stick the word not right after it. That's it. No did, no changing verbs, nothing. It's a piece of cake. So when you're talking about I, he, she, or it, you use was not, which pretty much everyone just squishes together to say wasn't, like I wasn't there. And then for you, we, and they, it's were not, which becomes weren't. For example, they weren't happy. Okay, enough talk. Theory is one thing, but practice is where it really clicks. So let's run through a few examples and see these rules work in the wild. Let's check out this first one. Normally, you'd say, she came to the party. But to make that negative, what do? We bring in didn't, and then came has to go back to its original form, which is come. So you get, she didn't come. Perfect. And hey, for our Thai-speaking viewers, you can see the translation right there. Okay, another one. The positive would be, I ate breakfast. But if you want to say the opposite, ate has to switch back to eat. So we say, I didn't eat breakfast this morning. You're getting the hang of this.
Ooh, and here it is, our special exception. We're talking about the weather, right? How it was. So that's the verb to be. No didn't needed here. Nope. We just say, it wasn't cold. Easy.
And let's do one more of these. The subject is the children, which is plural, just like they. So we grab weren't. The children weren't happy. Again,
No did in sight. This one's its own boss.
Okay, so let's boil all this down. If you remember just 3 things, make it these. Number 1, the main rule. It's didn't plus the base verb. Number 2, avoid the trap. Always change that verb back to its original form. And number 3, the one exception, for to be, just use wasn't or weren't. And that's basically the whole thing. Pretty cool, right?
All right, now the spotlight's on you. Think back to yesterday. What's something you didn't do? Come on, think of one thing. Maybe you didn't drink coffee, or you didn't call your friend. Go ahead and try writing a sentence right now using the rules we just went over. It's the best way to make it stick. Thanks for hanging out with me today.